This is the NBA on 2K Sports. Welcome, fans. Welcome to Wednesday night here in the NBA. It'll be the Orlando Magic facing off against Kevin Durant and the Oklahoma City Thunder. And now, let's get courtside with Kevin Harlan, who's ready to get things going out in Oklahoma City.
And as we approach game time, both sides getting loosened up and ready to play. For the Magic, this is the last game before heading back to Florida and Orlando. Facing off here against a very talented ball club, guys. This is a tremendous chance for them to put all their skill and talent on display.
Well, looking at Orlando, they've stayed right there near the top of the standings. One of those dangerous teams that can give any team a real tough challenge on any night.
Yeah, you got that right. I mean, when you catch them at their best, they're an absolute handful.
A look at the Magic starting group. Jason Richardson and Hedo Turkoglu are at the 2 and 3. Brandon Bass is out there with Howard, and it's Arenas in at the 1 spot. And for the Thunder, Durant, Ibaka, and Perkins compose the front court. Westbrook and Harden in the backcourt.
You know, fellas, this Oklahoma City team is built the right way. I mean, been done with patience through the draft. I mean, you've got to have some good fortune there when you're talking about the draft. The money's been spent wisely, and now I think they're starting to approach the finished product, a team capable of winning NBA titles for years to come. Certainly they'll be contending for them, you would think.
Sure. And it's going to be the Magic off the tip. And here's Richardson outside. That's in, coming off an assist from Arenas. Richardson's got the first 3 points of the night up on the board for the Magic. And for the Thunder, they've been a team that has preached defense first. And with the addition of Kendrick Perkins, that certainly adds now to a big, athletic, and physical, tough team up front and really from top to bottom.
Yeah, and they've got a nice bench, too, Kevin. There's not a whole lot lacking on this roster. But what they have to do is improve from within. Last year, I thought they were exposed in the playoffs. They didn't get great shots. They didn't look fluid offensively. Those are areas that they can improve upon.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Stan Van Gundy had a moment to share with me. He told me one of the more troubling tasks his team must do is to figure out how to slow down Russell Westbrook. He said that between his explosiveness and ability to change direction, they'll have to have all 5 guys keeping an eye on Westbrook whenever he's on the perimeter.
And thanks for that story, Doris.
It was a first-round exit for Dwight Howard and the Magic last year from the playoffs, and wasn't really what they expected. A major step back for a team that was in the finals 2 years ago.
Gets it to go. Perkins got his first 2 points. Here's Arenas. 23 points for him the last game against the Lakers in Los Angeles. He's covered by Westbrook. From past the arc. No good. So Oklahoma City will take it the other way. Clark, yeah, disappointed Dwight Howard. His numbers in that series, though, against the Hawks, still very good. 23 points, 15 rebounds per game. Steve, over 60% from the floor.
Well, the Hawks made a decision that they were going to single cover him down on the block in order to avoid the 3-point shots that often come out of the double teams. So it was a great strategy by Atlanta. Dwight Howard brought it, and he played well, but it wasn't enough for the Magic.
Richardson, good.
Boy, that's too easy. You cannot let a shooter that good get a warm-up jump shot like that. If you do that, it'll be raining all day from out there.
Outside Westbrook. From deep, Harden. And the rebound goes to Howard. Magic leading by 4. Baseline J on the way. Again, the Magic score. Here's Westbrook. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Detroit.
Scott Brooks enjoyed a long career in the NBA before becoming a coach, playing point for a lot of teams over the course of 11 seasons in the league.
Harden's shot is good. Here's Arenas, averaging 14 points a game. Well, back to Brooks. Even won a title, Steve, with the 94 Rockets.
Yeah, he was a tough player. You know, those guys who'd pick you up full court, 94 feet, defend and scrap and claw for everything. And not really surprising to me that he eventually became a coach.
4 on the clock. That's good. Enzo Howard with the assist. Arenas has got 5.
Good field goal percentage shooting to this point. They're really knocking down their shots.
Yeah, a hot start offensively has them in full control here. They're in the driver's seat, no doubt.
Now here's Durant. 29 points for him last game against Detroit.
Coming back with a 3 of their own. I like that. Good response.
Yeah, I agree with you, Steve. This is a team that will not back down. I mean, I'm not surprised to see them answer that way.
Here.
That should be absolutely illegal. Great lob, great catch, perfect execution on the alley-oop.
And not just with any old finish either. The big stuff.
Yeah, little something for everybody, Kevin.
Here's Westbrook. Looking for his first bucket of the game. Gilbert Arenas covering. Perkins with a screen on Arenas. Westbrook kicks to Durant. Here's Perkins. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, don't give up anything for free. I like that. Send him to the line.
Yeah, they don't want to sit back and watch you lay it in. I mean, make them earn it. Make them earn it. Don't give up anything easy.
And he can't get the first one.
And how about that surprise trade at the trade deadline a year ago? Kendrick Perkins going from Boston to Oklahoma City for Jeff Green. And I think the Thunder really believes that Perkins can be their missing piece. You know, they knew they needed help down low defensively and with size, and Perkins is that guy.
And he can't hit the second. Talk back to Perkins for just a moment. You know, his playoff calculator was a little bit up and down there. And I know they made the trade at midseason with Boston. They liked him initially. Take a look at where he fits right now.
You know, that's a good point, Kevin. On the surface, you thought it would be a nice acquisition. I still think so. Again, you've got to give these things some time. He brings experience, he brings championship pedigree, and he brings some physical presence to the middle that I think can be helpful. Now you have to figure out how to best integrate that into kind of a Greyhound-type, athletic, young, developing Oklahoma City Thunder team.
I thought he was at his best, and Garnett was right there, and they're barking back and forth and setting that Boston D.
Hey, that's a very good observation by you. You make a few of those on occasion.
Sometimes I do. I read your book. That's how I know that stuff. And here's Arenas following the 3 from Kevin Durant.
Well, that was not an easy play, but he made it look routine.
Well, that's great. You take advantage of that turnover and convert at the other end.
Absolutely. I mean, points off turnovers this time generated off the steal.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic.
You know, the Magic trying some different techniques last year. One was a shadowing drill that helped improve the conditioning of a lot of the Magic players. Basically, 2 players were tethered, and the offensive guy had to lose the defender. Interesting strategy and way to try to get ready for the season.
We get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. Take a look at the Mavericks. Right now they're off to a fast start. First place in the conference. And of course the Thunder, 5.5 games away.
You know, I think for Oklahoma City, they've done what they've needed to do up to this point in the season. I think they've got to be happy and comfortable with where they are.
And I'm sure they are. I mean, they don't have the target on their back that some of the top teams have, but this is a very solid club.
The Thunder making a switch here. Cephalosha's checked in. Here's Arenas. He has 5. Westbrook picks him up. On the wing, Jason Richardson. From outside the arc. That's good, and it's Arenas with the assist. Arenas has got 4 assists now tonight.
Another open look, hits bottom from outside.
Yep, and that's 3 of their last 5 makes from beyond the arc.
Westbrook with it. Right now averaging 25 points a game. Durant for three. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Here's Arenas. They lead by one. Westbrook picks him up. Outside, Arenas feeds it to Turkoglu. There's the triple. That's good, and it's Arenas with the assist. Arenas has got 5 assists in the game.
Well, that's a quality look there. The defense a bit late.
And 2 straight now from long range, putting up points in a hurry, Clark.
Orlando making some changes. Ryan Anderson, he's checked in for Bass. And Jameer Nelson is subbed in for Gilbert Arenas. Magic leading by 4. Ibaka comes with the double team. Richardson dishes to Anderson.
You know, Kevin, by and large, the turnover.
And he flushes it through. Strike slam cam with the replay.
Well, that's a dunk you will not see very often. You won't pass that one by.
No doubt about that.
I wish he would, though. You can never see too many of those.
Now here's Turkoglu. 11 points for him in that last game against the Lakers. Guarded now by Durant. Anderson, a screen on Durant. And Howard slams it home.
Slamming it home off the alley-oop. Remarkable.
Well, his eyes got wide as he went up for that one.
And he timed his leap perfectly to meet the pass at the top of its arc.
Here's Westbrook. Just over 3 minutes left here in the opening quarter. Perkins with a screen on Nelson. Shot off the pick. No good from Durant.
Didn't matter that he was surrounded. He was the guy who muscled everybody else out of the way to get that board.
Westbrook against Turkoglu. Nelson against Ibaka. Shot clock at 5. He dishes it to Richardson. Beyond the arc. They grab their own miss. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. That one on Perkins.
At the line for the Magic, Dwight Howard taking 2 shots.
Free throw good, Howard.
Boy, I tell you what, fellas, you know it had to be a very disappointing end to the season last year for Orlando. And they got bounced out of the playoffs by the Hawks in just 6 games.
Ozzie Muhammad's checked in for Oklahoma City. Collison comes in for Serge Ibaka. And both free throws good for Howard. You know, Steve, going back to the playoffs, the Magic lost Game 1 at home. And you think that set the tone for Orlando in this series?
I think so. You know, I think Game 1 almost always sets the tone, and particularly when you lose the first one at home, it puts a little doubt in your mind. I think Atlanta gained a lot of confidence from that victory.
Cannot count on him to miss a good look like that very often.
Nelson outside. Kicks it out to Richardson. Westbrook picks him up. Clark down low that time, and he got the 3-second call. Thunder trailing by 6.
Well, I tell you, Jason Richardson was having what I thought was a strong season for the Suns last year, but things went a bit south when he was traded over to the Orlando Magic.
Now here's Westbrook. Guarded by Nelson. Westbrook passes to Durant. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Clark going back to Richardson. He went from 19 points a game to around 14 points after the trade, so you're right on that one. Steve, did the change in his production surprise you at all?
Not really, Kevin, because he went from playing with Steve Nash to Dwight Howard, and it's a different style. And you're going to get some open looks off of the double team of Dwight Howard, but there's nothing like playing with Steve Nash. You're playing a high pace. You're getting open look after open look in transition and in the half court. There's no better player to feed off of in the NBA than Steve Nash.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons.
And a big key to the loss to me was how poorly they shot their free throws. They just didn't make the most of their opportunities at the line.
They sure didn't. I'm not sure if it was a lack of concentration or confidence or a combination of the two, but they never looked settled at the stripe.
So for the Magic, Brandon Bass is checked in for Anderson. Richardson comes in for Hedo Turkoglu. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Jason Richardson. We've got 1:08 left to play in the first. Westbrook double teamed. Doubled by Nelson. Shot clock at 6. Richardson against Durant. Over Richardson. Shots good by Durant. Durant's got 13.
Now they may have to climb on his back to get back into this game.
Now Nelson. His last outing, he had 8 points. Westbrook picks him up. Richardson for 3. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Wow, hot start offensively.
Racing out to that quick lead. I mean, they're scoring and shooting with a lot of confidence.
Westbrook kicks to Muhammad. It's picked off.
You know, his head was on the swivel that time, and he was able to anticipate that pass.
Redick with the 3. Offensive rebound. Richardson against Durant. Richardson kicks to Nelson. Here's Howard. Hits it.
That's exactly how you want to close out the quarter, with a basket.
And guys, he got it off just in time. Nice play.
And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. Magic out in front. They lead by 12.
And this team has done a nice job on the glass. I think that's how they've built this lead. They've been very physical, really established a presence in the paint.
Well, they've chased down those balls. As soon as they've hit the iron, they've been chasing them down. That's been a solid effort by them.
And it's more NBA action coming your way here on 2K Sports.
Tune in this Thursday. Kobe Bryant and the Los Angeles Lakers take on Dirk Nowitzki and the Dallas Mavericks, live from Dallas. You don't want to miss it.
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. Here is Harden. And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court for Orlando, Nelson and Redick are the guards. Quentin Richardson's out there with Malik Allen. And it's Bass in at the 5 down low. Now, here is Harden. 4 on the shot clock. And that one's good. Robinson's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Thunder. Magic leading by 10. Nelson outside. Robinson picks him up. Nelson outside. Over Ibaka. And the rejection by Ibaka. Here's the break. Now, here is Harden. He's covered closely. Orlando grabs the miss. They're getting their first look at the Thunder. in this one.
Well, they were two of the best teams in the entire league last season. And it was a really interesting matchup when they played against each other. Each team winning one game.
Here's Richardson. Here is Bass. Still looking to get on the scoreboard. Trying his luck deep. Rebounded by Serge Ibaka. As Steve said, there were two huge games these two teams played last year, but Clark, neither got the upper hand.
Still, it was a fun couple of games to watch, Kevin. I mean, anytime these two teams are on the floor together, you know it's going to be good.
Now, here is Harden. Right now averaging 11 points a game. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Nelson outside. Here's Redick. Robinson picks him up. Richardson for three. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
Really good offensive execution. Nice pick, just couldn't get the shot to go.
Boy, you love to see that as a basketball purist. Guy setting a good screen and then getting the shot opportunity.
Here is Cook. Launches it. Good.
You are really living dangerously if you let him roam free in three-point land. He's a dangerous marksman from out there. You look at Oklahoma City, and the Thunder were especially tough against the Eastern Conference last season. I mean, 22-8 against the East. In fact, only the Spurs and the Bulls had a better record when playing the opposite conference.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. You know, I didn't know that about the Thunder. They've gone, 22-8 against the East now, 2 consecutive seasons. Steve, pretty impressive.
Yeah, complete turnaround, too, from a few years ago when they were really struggling against everybody. But this young talent gelling, moving forward, getting better and better each season. And last year, you're right, Kevin, they dominated the East.
With the bars in the action, let's bring you the list of teams that have been lighting it up over the last 10 games. The Thunder in 4th.
Well, this is only a trend over a few games out of a very, very long season. But the coach has got to be pleased that his team has been able to score big with some consistency.
Kevin Durant's checked in for Daquan Cook. Then for the Magic, Dwight Howard. He's checked in for Malik Allen. Turkoglu comes in for Quentin Richardson. And it's Richardson in for J.J. Redick. Here's Richardson. 9 points in the game so far. Nelson dishes to Richardson. The basket good off the assist from Nelson. Richardson's got 12 in the game.
Boy, these threes are picking them apart. I mean, 4 out of the last 5 shots against them, all uncontested, and all are threes.
Yeah, the defense just looks uninterested right now. I mean, they're not making the effort to challenge these shots.
Now, here is Harden.
Boy, you got to love that kind of anticipatory defense.
Here's Bass, and he converts the layup. Bass has got his first basket.
You know, with the extra weight he has over his man there, I mean, he's going to be hard to slow down when he gets ahead of steam. Those extra LBs make a difference.
And here's Perkins. Clock at 6. And Durant backing in. Shoots a fader. Shot misses. So Orlando will take it the other way.
I thought Kevin Durant did a nice job last year of cutting down on his turnovers and becoming a more efficient offensive player. And that's important for him to continue to improve as he goes on in his career.
Now Robinson. Following the miss by Turkoglu from deep. Robinson kicks to Harden. Howard with the steal. Magic leading by 12. Now here's Bass. Right now averaging 11 points a game. Tries in the post. And it's Durant with the rebound. You know, Steve, speaking of Durant cutting down on his turnovers, he's still working on his playmaking and increasing his assist numbers. He said he'd take great pride in that number growing over his career.
Yeah, Kevin, and that's the next step, I think, in his development when you look at him. I mean, he attracts so much attention because he is such a prolific scorer. As a result, he'll have a chance to create a lot of opportunities and easy shots for his teammates, and he'll develop that part of his game, I'm sure.
Another board for them, and they've got a huge advantage in that regard.
Yeah, it's not really a surprise. I mean, rebounding one of the true barometers in winning basketball games, and if you rebound better, you typically are going to win ball games and do it comfortably.
Nelson outside, up with it, puts up the baby hook with the second effort. Robinson kicks to Durant. And there's the feed to Perkins. Tipped away. Shoots. Rebound by the Magic. Howard's got 8 rebounds in this game. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
And what really hurt them in that game was their defense. They were very, very lackadaisical at that end of the court.
Well, I would agree with that. I'd give you that. I mean, they didn't play with the kind of energy and emotion they needed, but I wonder about the defensive scheme. I mean, in general, the coaching staff did very little to adjust to what the other team was doing.
It's been a complete game for him, hasn't it?
Yep, I agree with you there. I mean, he's been in the middle of everything going on.
Perkins on him. Fades. Another miss by Orlando.
I tell you, he's worked hard to improve his jumper, but it still hasn't clicked for him.
Outside Robinson. Now the dish to Harden. Over Turkoglu. The shot no good. So Orlando will take it the other way. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. They host the Kings after this game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Now here's Howard. 10 points for him. There's the bucket. Good. Richardson's got 6 points in the quarter.
Yeah, they're finding the open man. Unselfish play. I like it.
Yeah, I love it too. Teamwork in evidence there, right on full display. A big percentage, a high percentage of their baskets have come off assists.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over.
Look, I mean, the Thunder 2 seasons ago managed to give the Lakers a run for their money in the first round, but in this last season's playoffs, they put the league on notice that their sights were and are much higher.
Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. We'll take a look at the Heat. Long way to go still in the season, but even so, they've got the top spot. And, of course, the Magic. A game and a half out.
You know, for the Magic, they've done what they've needed to do up to this point in the season. I think they've got to be happy and comfortable with where they are.
And I'm sure they are. I mean, they don't have the target on their back that some of the top teams have, but this is a very solid club.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Nazr Mohammad's checked in for Perkins. Collison comes in for Serge Ibaka. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Nate Robinson. Here's Westbrook. Kicks it to Collison. Back to Westbrook. It's in. Westbrook's got 6 points.
Well, they've got to do something defensively because he's been unstoppable.
And defensively, Steve, your only choice now is to double him. I mean, I don't think there's another option.
Now here's Arenas. He's got 5. Shoots. Russell Westbrook with the rebound.
I think he caught a glimpse of the defender out of the corner of his eye because he just seemed to lose his focus there for a moment.
The 3 from Harden. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant. And now it's only a 5-point Magic lead.
Now he's hit a pair of 3 balls in this quarter, so he's starting to find his range.
Westbrook against Arenas.
Big trade last year between Orlando and Washington. Gilbert Arenas going from the Wizards to the Magic, and I think it was a good move for him. He had a lot of baggage there in D.C. He needed a new team to go to. And he went to Orlando and became a nice role player for them.
Free throw good, Arenas. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Here's Westbrook. 6 points for him. He's covered by Arenas. Westbrook kicks to Harden. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Durant. And Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
You know, Arenas, more so than any controversy, I mean, in my opinion, his knee issues have been what's hampered his career the most. I mean, once he was one of the most elusive and effective scorers in the NBA. Now he has to rely more on his outside shot.
Here's Turkle. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. Kicks it out to Richardson. And good coming off the assist from Hedo Turkoglu. Richardson's got 18 points in the game. Thunder trailing by 8. Westbrook kicks to Collison. Westbrook against Arenas. Top of the key. And again, it's Oklahoma City.
If they're going to take tough outside shots, I mean, they're better off just firing from the three-point line.
Yeah, I agree with it. I mean, if you're going to be back there near the three-point line, you might as well take the three. Just step back and knock it down.
Here's Arenas, following the basket by Russell Westbrook, and the basket by Turkoglu.
I like him. I mean, he dropped a dime on him right there, guys.
And here are the Thunder now. 8-point game. Westbrook with it. He's got 8. Turkoglu picks him up. Durant just inside the line. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Westbrook's got assist number 5 here tonight. Dishes it to Richardson. Turkoglu is screen on Harden. A 3 from Anderson. The rebound by Harden. Harden's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Now Westbrook, right now averaging 25 points a game. Ring shot on the way. Again, Durant missing.
Shooting-wise, he's having a tough quarter. I mean, he just seems to have gone cold. Can't find the basket.
Turkoglu outside. Here's Arenas. And good coming off the assist from Hedo Turkoglu. Turkoglu's got 3 assists in the game. Here's Westbrook. And so we conclude the first half. Magic lead by 9.
And hello and welcome to this edition of HP at the Half. Let's get you caught up with the latest here in the NBA's midseason action. At the midway point, the Magic are playing well. A win would help them control their destiny. Right now, they sit 6th in their conference standings. Jason Richardson has been clicking through the first 2. Seems like everything's falling for him. Not sure if he even knows how to miss. And for the Thunder, it's been all hustle. They're scoring with confidence, shooting with an excellent percentage. We've seen Kevin Durant having a superb game. He has 17 points and has been contributing on the boards too. Already some highlights from these two on the night. They're both leading their teams in scoring. A lot in the NBA to catch up on. Let's check it out as we go around the league. The Clippers grabbed the win against the Wizards in Washington, and they snapped a lengthy losing streak. Quite a feeling in this team's locker room right now. Eric Gordon, their leading scorer. In one of the other games that went final today, Chicago with a loss to the Rockets in Houston. Only 2 points short in the end. Derrick Rose was their leading scorer. And here's a look at the other NBA action around the league. The Pacers will square off against the Heat in Miami. two teams sitting on top of their divisions. A 7:30 Eastern tip time. Thanks for tuning in here. Now we go back there. Kevin Harlan and the 2K Sports crew to start at third quarter.
And now the third quarter about to get going. Here's Westbrook. Durant, Ibaka, and Perkins compose the front court. Westbrook and Harden in the backcourt. That's the group for Scott Brooks getting going here in the second half. Harden kicks to Westbrook. 6 to shoot. Gilbert Arenas covering. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. With the clock winding down, and it's Perkins with the jam. Perkins got the opening bucket to start the second half for the Thunder. Here's Turkoglu. Guarded now by Durant. And the rejection by Ibaka.
Well, they are getting out rebounded here, and it's showing up on the scoreboard as well.
Yeah, it's something they're going to have to improve upon if they're going to win this game. And what a season Westbrook had a year ago for Oklahoma City. So explosive and athletic, and he became a big-time scorer for that Thunder team.
You know, Steve was just talking about Westbrook and the Thunder, and Clark, he really led the way for them early last season when Durant was a little bit slow out of the gate.
Westbrook is a dynamic scorer. I mean, over the long run, I think it helped the Thunder because they knew for sure that even when Durant might be a little subpar in his performance, that they had another guy that could carry him offensively, and Russell Westbrook has proven to be capable in that area.
He hits the second from the line.
Well, when the Magic first came into the NBA in 1989, they had some difficult years, as you would expect from an expansion team. But they've had a lot of success over the years with guys like Shaquille O'Neal and Dwight Howard, and they've built a really good, strong culture over the past decade. You know, when he plays well, generally the team does too, and it's exactly what we're seeing here today.
Ibaka outside. Funny shot, and Durant gets it to go. The assist from Ibaka. 19 points for Kevin Durant. You're right, Steve. Orlando has built an identity with that, and Clark, I'm sure you'd agree.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, they've had a pair of extremely talented centers in their short tenure as a franchise, and have done a good job building around those centers. We're thinking of, obviously, Shaquille O'Neal and Dwight Howard currently, though they've yet to be able to get a title out of it.
Yeah, exactly. On the clock, and here's Turkoglu from the arc.
He just showed you how to guard the three in textbook fashion. He got right up in his face and bothered the release. That is excellent D.
And that's not easy when you're talking about the opponent he's facing.
Now here's Westbrook. 9 points in the game so far. Here is Perkins. Puts up a three. Kept alive. Goes back up. Magic leading by 6. Richardson for 3. Gets it to go. Richardson's got 21.
Wow, he is just burying shot after shot from long range.
And he'll keep calling and begging for the ball, I'm sure.
Outside Westbrook. Durant kicks to Westbrook. Fires from 14. That's good. Westbrook's got 11 points.
You see very few mistakes from him at that end of the floor.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over.
He's dialed in from long range. They got to stay in his hip pocket and deny him the catch.
With the break in the action, let's go to the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been dialed in defensively this month. Number 1, the Thunder.
Kevin, who says that good defense isn't fun to watch? This has been impressive. The last few weeks, they've been able to get after it and be active and come up with more steals than normal.
Here is Howard. 12 points for him. Passes it to Arenas. Westbrook picks him up. Arenas kicks to Bass. Back to Arenas. 6 on the shot clock. Howard dunked hard with one hand.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Left side Durant. Rebound by the Magic. Bass has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Durant against Arenas. The finger roll finish at the bucket. And it's an 11-point Magic lead. Here's Westbrook. 11 points in the game. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. Tabo Cephalosha has checked in for Oklahoma City. Here's Westbrook. Gilbert Arenas covering. Westbrook against Turkoglu. Howard against Perkins. Clock at 6. Left side Durant over Turkoglu. That doesn't go either for Durant. Magic leading by 11. Arenas passes to Turkoglu. Guarded now by Durant. Arenas kicks to Turkoglu. He feeds it to Howard. Perkins on him. Blocked. And upcoming the schedule for the Orlando Magic. They host the Kings after this game. That game is the first and last of their homestand. So for the Magic, Richardson comes in for Hedo Turkoglu. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Jason Richardson. Here's Westbrook, 11 points in the game.
Well, you know, the Thunder have one heck of a home court advantage here in Oklahoma City. I mean, they don't call it Loud City for nothing.
Ibaka backs down. Left side Ibaka. Just 4 to shoot. Lets the 3 fly. Here's Perkins, and it's good. Terrific work on the offensive glass to make that one work. Perkins got 4 points in the quarter.
Superb feed there, young fella.
It really was. Perfect setup for the lay-in.
He just managed to float the ball up there.
Clark for the Thunder last season, 30-11 on their home floor, but this crowd has been packing the building even when they had the 4th worst record in the NBA.
Well, Oklahoma City is a one-sport town, a one-team town, Kevin. The only major sports team there, and the fans so passionate there, and they're very fortunate to have a talented young club to follow and to support And it's going to be very interesting to see how this team develops over the next few years. They've got a great home court advantage.
Nice fadeaway to get over the top. Richardson's got 5 points so far.
I tell you what, right now that mid-range jumper serving them well.
Yes, it is, guys. That's 6 of their last 10 points coming from that mid-range area.
Now here is Ibaka, looking for his first bucket of the game. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Well, the Magic made a sweeping change last December as they were able to move Rashard Lewis and Vince Carter and bring in Hedo Turkoglu, Jason Richardson, Gilbert Arenas. It's not often you see a strong team like that tinker with their roster halfway through the season.
The free throw drops for Perkins. Steve, back to the Magic. They felt like they needed some changes. And Clark, that trade came, as Steve just said, last December. And it just really didn't click, though, as you look at the body of work.
Yeah, you kind of like the idea of making a shakeup, trying to get it done, trying to get the pieces together to make a run at a championship. It's unfortunate that they just didn't have the right part, and it sputtered more than it succeeded. Well, it's quite incredible that this great game of basketball, with all its intricacies, started around 120 years ago with 13 rules written on a piece of paper by Dr. James Naismith. And those very first rules were auctioned off by the Naismith family last December for over $4 million.
He's feeling it. Arenas can't hit. Thunder trailing by 10. And here's Westbrook. He's got 11. Reddick gets called for the reach. That's his first foul. Well, Clark, that's an interesting story you talk about. That $4 million donation or bid was made by a Kansas Jayhawk fan. Going back to those first 13 rules, of course, the sport has changed quite a bit since those early days at the Springfield YMCA. But, Steve, the foundation was laid, and it's grown into this great game we know and certainly love today.
Well, I'm sure James Naismith couldn't have imagined the athleticism of the players that we're seeing today. And obviously, the rules that were written back then have been changed and adapted to suit the style that's going on today. But yeah, phenomenal game, so popular around the world, growing so quickly, and just a joy for us to be able to sit here and watch this game every day.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
You got to keep everybody on the same page. They need to get their heads together. That's the goal.
This is the 2K leaderboard with a rundown of the NBA's top defenders down low. The league's leaders in rejections this month. You take a look at Howard, an intimidating defender, third in the league.
Boy, that is an impressive number. My goodness, can he keep that up? If he can, boy, he'll continue to have a humongous impact on his team.
Harden dishes to Westbrook. Back to Harden. Over Richardson. Harden's shot is good. Harden's got 12.
You know, he's always been like a bad window washer, a streaky shooter. I mean, he's definitely in one of those grooves right now. You know, James Harden, a smooth offensive player, got off to a tough start last season, but righted the ship by the start of 2011. Played some great basketball.
Now here's Bass. For three, Richardson. And again, it's Orlando with the three.
You cannot back that far off of a guy. I mean, I don't care who he is. These guys are pros. They all can shoot. D up.
And Harden Clark, a gifted scorer. To start his career, he'd come off the bench for the Thunder with Steve Cephalosha, the stopper in this starting unit.
Yeah, but I think long-term, eventually you're going to see Harden become the starter in Oklahoma City. He's a terrific scorer. He's also probably a better playmaker than anybody else on the team. So they're going to be able to run some offense through Harden, and as he expands and develops his game, he's got a chance to be an all-star.
Now here's Howard, following the miss by Russell Westbrook. Howard against Ibaka. Howard, the pass to Richardson. And the rejection by Ibaka. Thunder trailing by 11. Guys, this offense very effective.
Going right at him.
And this is where you just start picking apart the defense, and now you take their confidence away. You can really take control of this game.
Arenas kicks to Howard. He's against Perkins. Howard dishes to Richardson. Outside Arenas. There's the pass to Bass. From deep. And again, it's Orlando with the three.
Hey, he could have read a book cover to cover with all the time he was given on that three. My goodness, come on, play some D.
Yeah, could have read a book, could have played a video game, could have mowed the lawn. I mean, come on, defense, play.
Now, here is Harden. He's got 12. Richardson cover. Harden's shot is good. Harden's got 4 this quarter.
Probably time to bring an extra defender, change up the defense a little bit.
Well, Steve, he's been so good. I think they got to take the ball out of his hands right now.
Arenas against Westbrook. Richardson the pass to Howard. And the rejection by Ibaka. Thunder trailing by 10. Now here's Westbrook. 13 points in the game. Leans inside and finished off by Perkins. Perkins got 9 points. 23 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Howard kicks it over to Arenas. Over Westbrook. And there's Gilbert Arenas on the assist by Howard. 16 points for Gilbert Arenas. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. You got to like what Jason Richardson has done in this game.
Yeah, give him credit. He's been very selective with his shots, and paying off for him and his team.
You know, through the first 3 quarters, Steve, he's taken exactly what the defense has given him, and he's not forced anything. I mean, that's poise that is very impressive. And that's exactly how you should play the game, in my opinion.
Back in a moment from Oklahoma City.
The NBA season picks up steam. Monte Ellis and the Golden State Warriors go up against LeBron James and the Miami Heat next Monday, 7:30 Eastern Time.
Now, while we've got a moment, we're going to send it over to Doris Burke for our Spark of the Game, presented by Sprite. Doris?
And Kevin, for that great stretch the Magic put together, they get the Sprite Spark Award. It seems they went into the locker room and came out with some answers because their defense has been airtight in this last half. The whole atmosphere of the game changed with their lockdown defense. Let's see if it continues.
Thank you, Doris. They made a statement with that big run, Clark.
They sure did. I mean, actually, this team has what I like to call spurtability.
Clark, that's becoming one of our trademarks right there.
Without question.
We're all over it.
One of the great basketball words out there.
And Clark, I think the defense was sort of shell-shocked by that spurtability. They were reeling.
On the court for Orlando, Nelson and Richardson are manning the backcourt. Earl Clark is out there with Hedo Turkoglu, and it's Howard in at the 5 spot. Here's Westbrook. And it's Nelson picking him up. Double team on Westbrook. Here's the 3. Cook, good.
Just an unbelievable display of offense here today.
Well, it seems like every shot that goes up finds its way to the hoop. I mean, every player is sharp and on target. Harden against Richardson. He kicks it to Clark.
Let's go. Chip back in for 2. 16 points for Howard.
Now, sometimes offensive rebounds are lucky, but he anticipates and gets to the right spot before the shot goes up.
Collison with a screen on Nelson. Westbrook against Nelson. All alone. And it's Cook missing.
He'll usually knock that shot down.
He sure will, but that's one he couldn't pass up.
Nelson kicks to Turkoglu. He passes to Howard. Stolen by Collison.
He's been doing a nice job taking care of the ball. Not many miscues from him in this one. That's his only turnover.
Here is Nelson. He's covered by Westbrook. Backing down is Howard. The jump hook. It's hauled in by Kevin Durant. Durant's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Westbrook with it. Fires from deep. Rebound by the Magic. Richardson's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Now, he struggled a little bit in the second half, but remember, he hit 3 of those in the first half.
Clark dishes to Nelson. Westbrook picks him up. On the wing, Jason Richardson. Nelson, he's covered by Westbrook. Lets it go with a 3. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
That's a string of bad shooting for him. He's starting to rush things a little bit, I think.
And that's the instinct you'd like to see, but he'd be better off just slowing things down a little bit.
Now, here is Nelson, following the miss by Russell Westbrook. Harden against Nelson. Howard, that's good. And the Magic lead by 11.
Boy, he's been so dependable here this game, really playing well offensively.
Now Westbrook. Pass to Harden. Here's Durant. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
Well, I tell you what, guys, his struggles from the field have definitely taken their toll on the team today.
Nelson against Harden. Off his foot. And it's whistled a kick. And the Thunder with some changes. Kendrick Perkins, he's checked in for Collison. Ibaka comes in for Daquan Cook. And Thabo Sefolosha subbed in for James Harden. Orlando also making some changes. Brandon Bass is checked in for Howard. Richardson comes in for Earl Clark. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Jason Richardson. Here is Bass. Feeds to Richardson. 3-pointer. Serge Ibaka with the rebound. Guys, they've been getting it done.
They sure have been. I mean, really looking good and sharp offensively.
Yeah, knocking down the open shots and really getting a nice flow to their game.
Nelson outside. Westbrook against Richardson. He dishes it to Bass. Just 5 on the clock. Kicks it out to Richardson. Fires for 3. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. A decent amount of time left as they try to find a way back into it.
Not time to panic yet, guys.
Steve?
Well, it will be soon if they don't cut into this lead quickly.
Oh!
When the big fella goes up like that, you better get out of the way.
Here's Nelson. Westbrook picks him up. Nelson, the pass to Bass. He's against Perkins. Westbrook with the steal.
Oh, that's a really slick move to come up with that steal.
Here's Sefolosha. The feed to Ibaka. The dish to Sefolosha. 5 on the clock. Westbrook against Richardson. Westbrook, a little shot fake there, got the D out of position.
Good job there, Kevin, getting himself a little space on the inside.
Westbrook against Nelson. Westbrook picks him up. From deep, Turkoglu. Once again off the mark, Orlando. Ibaka down low, defended by Turkoglu. They get a hand on it. Here's Cephalosha, defended by Turkoglu. Here's Durant. Shot is no good. The Magic the other way. Here's the break. Redick for three. The basket good off the assist from Nelson. Nelson's got 6 assists here tonight. And here's Westbrook. Westbrook double team. Durant just inside the line. Durant with another miss.
He's really struggling in this quarter right now. They need to think about getting the ball out of his hand.
It's Nelson up top. Kicks it to Bass. Hit his foot. And the ref saying he kicked it. The Thunder making a switch here. Harden's checked in. Orlando also making some changes. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Richardson. Richardson comes in for J.J. Redick. And Gilbert Arenas subbed in for Jameer Nelson. Here's Arenas. Guarded now by Durant. Shot clock at 6. Here's Bass. His three-pointer's off the mark. Thunder trailing by 10. Here's Durant. Goes up. They rule this one goaltending. Count the shot.
I love how relentless he is. I mean, he just continues to come at you all night.
Here is Arenas. Westbrook picks him up. Backing down is Howard. No luck. Durant with some nice D.
Not too much congestion in the lane. I think he could have gotten a better shot that time, no question.
Magic leading by 8. Outside Arenas. Over Westbrook. Arenas with the bucket.
You start hitting a few of those mid-range shots, and it can open up your whole game.
And here's Westbrook. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yes, sir, fellas. They've had it going on big time.
Big time is right, Clark. A lot of momentum here offensively.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Over the last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Scott Brooks said to his team. He talked about their problems at the free throw line, but tried not to make too big a deal out of it. He said, listen, if we keep getting to the line, the ball will start going through the net. The important thing is keep getting there. Maybe that'll take a little pressure off them, guys.
Now here's Westbrook. Double team on Westbrook. Easy shot. And it's Durant, that time on the assist from Ibaka. Ibaka's got 3 assists tonight. Here's Richardson. Clark, if they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Amen. I think that's the best option.
And Durant comes to help. Howard kicks to Turkoglu. Just 5 to shoot. The Magic need to get a shot off here. Here's Arenas. Basket is good. The assist from Turkoglu. Arenas has got 11 points here in just the second half.
Let's do this, Westbrook.
Westbrook against Arenas with the shot. And that one's good. Westbrook.
He's done a ton to help his team, guys, and he may have to do more if they're going to come back and win.
Arenas has doubled. Pass down low. Perkins on him. Deflected. Stolen by Harden. Thunder trailing by 9. Richardson covering. Harden can't hit. Guys, we have seen them with a lot of good ball movement.
Well, you like the smooth operating they're showing you here. I mean, things are clicking, and more importantly, it makes them tough to defend.
Yeah, there's no agenda. I mean, the ball's just moving to whoever is open, and as a result, they've kind of developed a clicking kind of pace to their game. It's been fun to watch. Another bucket, and they are just pulling away here now.
Yep, no doubt about it. They're sprinting to the finish line.
From 11 feet away, and he nails the jumper. There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now here's Arenas. Dishes it to Richardson. Guarded now by Durant. Richardson kicks to Howard. And the rejection by Perkins. Arenas dishes to Richardson. That's good, and it's Arenas with the assist. And the Magic lead by 12.
Looks like it's over. Double-digit margin, clock running down. Just take care of the ball now.
Yep, it's a simple equation. This one's over. Use the clock and take care of the orange.
Turkoglu passes to Arenas. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. Some days, Clark, everything goes right for a team, and they just had one of those games.
Yeah, it certainly was. I mean, these guys played a great all-around basketball game here.
Well, that'll do it. For Doris Burke, Steve Kerr, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying so long. We'll see you next time. And as we leave, we give you our Jordan Player of the Game, Jason Richardson.